Members of Congress, it is your duty to protect your constituents, to protect our democracy. How much do you need to see, hear, and feel before you do something?
People in Minneapolis have taken to the streets for the third day in a row since an immigration enforcement agent fatally shot 37-year-old Renee Good in her vehicle as she was apparently trying to drive away. Good's killing sparking a groundswell of protests, leading to violent clashes between protesters and ICE agents on the ground.
The video that we saw of the shooting was deeply disturbing. You know, whether it's in the U.S. or anywhere else in the world, people have a right to protest peacefully. That's an inherent right.
The Trump administration has framed it as self-defense on the part of the ICE agent and is refusing to work with local authorities. Demonstrators say their fight to preserve democracy continues.
You asked about a shooting that we just had in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It was an act of domestic terrorism. What happened, it was our ICE officers were out in
Overnight, violent crashes between federal agents and protesters in Minneapolis after a federal agent shot a man during an immigration operation. According to the Department of Homeland Security, a federal law enforcement officer shot a Venezuelan man who they say fled a traffic stop and then attacked the officer.
This was an agent recklessly using power that resulted in somebody dying, getting killed. To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite. People are being hurt. Families are being ripped apart. Long-term Minneapolis residents that have contributed so greatly to our city, to our culture, to our economy are being terrorized, and now somebody is dead. That's on you. And it's also on you to leave. It's on you to make sure that further damage, further loss of life and injury is not done.
You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out the car. Get out of the car.
You have a federal law enforcement official engaging in federal law enforcement action. That's a federal issue. That guy is protected by absolute immunity. He was doing his job. Is the idea that a local official can actually prosecute a federal official with absolute immunity?
This is why ICE was in Minneapolis in the first place. They're hunting fraud and deporting illegals. Clearly, these operations have become too dangerous. Therefore, ICE has to go harder. What they need to do is start quarantining blocks, set up a perimeter, go in heavy, door to door, apartment to apartment, you check IDs, and you put everybody that doesn't belong in this country on a bus and roll them out.
If you comply, you will not die. That's it. Just comply. If you comply, you will not die.
We have this story here. A 21-year-old anti-ICE protester has been blinded after being shot during a local rally against the shooting death of Renee Good in Minnesota. That Friday night in Santa Ana turned violent.
The officers then grabbed a protester with black shirt, Caden Rumler, who sent me these photos from the hospital where he says he is being treated for a serious eye injury, which he describes in a statement read by a fellow member of Dare to Struggle, the organization that was protesting Friday.
I heard a bang and suddenly I was on my knees. The DHS agent dragging me towards the building. I was gripping the front of my collar.
Over the phone, Caden explains he was taken inside the government building and eventually transported to a hospital.
And in another violent clash over immigration operations there, an infant was sent to the hospital.
You want to stress distressing scene, a baby hospitalized after a family's car was hit with tear gas. According to the Minneapolis Office of Community Safety, the agency saying the 6-month-old had difficulty breathing.
And I can only say that the country's doing well. You saw my statement on Iran. You saw my statement on Minnesota. On Minnesota, we have taken out killers, rapists, drug dealers, people from mental institutions that came in illegally. All of them, most of them came in illegally.
As they lose their minds trying to intimidate us, I see every single day neighbors trailing these violent people who are trying to intimidate us under the guise of law enforcement and saying no matter what you do to me, you can arrest me or not. I am going to document your illegal actions. Because if there is no accountability today, there will be accountability tomorrow.
Silence in the face of oppression is not an option. Stop attacking our cities to hide your administration's failures.
Are you all ready to defend this democracy? Are you ready to fight fascism? Are you prepared to destroy authoritarianism once and for all? Now let the world hear you, new kings! They have clearly decided that they want a rematch of the Civil War. But we are here to stand firm, to stand committed, that we will not bend, we will not bow, we will not cower, we will not submit to the authority of authoritarianism that is coming down.
I lived in China or even Russia or any totalitarian country. Maybe I could understand some of these illegal injunctions. Maybe I could understand the denial of certain basic First Amendment privileges because they haven't committed themselves to that over there. But somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest for rights. So that's what I say, we aren't going to let any dogs or water hoses turn us around. We aren't going to let any injunction turn us around. Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop. I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He has allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over. And I've seen the promised land.